So, Team Zimbabwe, there is yet another prophecy from Papa Passion Java, and we need to be taking a look onto this one because it's coming at the most critical moment in Zimbabwean politics. Remember, we have been talking about this, and we have made it clear kuti zvinakumira zvinhu zvakanaka. And I think in the afternoon we gave you an overview of what is happening. But let us take a look onto the prophecy kuti vari kumboti chii.
Didn't when you the idiosyncratic, I'm not here for skits or anything. I'm here to just say Zimbabwe, especially the church. It's time that we go on our knees. Remember ndakambokudza kuti gore rekungangurwa makaona vanhu vachingangurwa. End of May icharakidza kuti muZimbabwe mukuru ndiani. But pakurakidzwa kunzi mukuru ndiani pari kuda maprayers echurch. Remember, Baba Vedu Mnangagwa always urges us to always be peaceful, loving, and respect, especially Susuma youth. Saka end of May, Mukuru Ndiani, Pardama prayers, the idiosyncratic signing out. God bless you.
I had to say, this is Passion Java, and this is the prophecy. Whether it's a true prophecy or not, or it's inside information, what matters at this point in time is the timing is the same. When we talked about 18 May to 25 May as the decision-making period, we were not bluffing. We were telling you as it is. How did we get that information? It doesn't matter. But that is the reality. That is the truth. The timeline is 18 May to 25 May. That is when they expected the critical things to happen. So let me be honest with you. Both sides within ZANU-PF, the both factions within ZANU-PF, they want President Emmerson Mnangagwa to sign that thing into law. And I'm going to explain the reason why I say both of them, they want it. For those who want to go against President Emmerson Mnangagwa, they are saying this will be the perfect opportunity for him to break the law. Once he breaks the law, once he makes himself a president elected by a parliament bought by certain individuals, it becomes, an unlawful government. It becomes a government of patronage. It becomes an illegal government. And they're also saying the moment he violates the constitution by signing this bill into law, they will have a justification. What it means is they might survive any form of trial. That is the argument which they have, which means they're saying we will be legally allowed to make a move against him. But the only thing on their side is if they manage to make a move against him, how are they going to form a new government? So hence they cannot make a decision on their own. Saka uchaona kuti we are going to a point where vanatakarwa hondo, in as much as they have power otherwise, but they will need those they have despised for a very long time, they will need them. And the only person with a mandate which can be verified is none other than President Nelson Chamisa. That is the reason why we have said sometimes you don't need to throw stones to someone you need tomorrow. And we said this when we were warning Mabogas generals who are kubuda vachitaura ABCD, and also the allies dzavanga vachikuda vachitaura sinabasa. That is the reason why some of them, they've been sidelined, they've been removed from influential position, they no longer have inside information. Then side runner mafidio, they want this to be passed as quickly as possible, as soon as possible, such that they take over the government and they remove Vanatakarwa Wondo as soon as possible, and they continue to be in charge. They take charge of ZANU-PF and so forth. But here is the biggest headache on both sides. If Vanatakarwa Wondo succeeds, they don't have much pressure because they already have a parliament. The opposition led by Chabangu, the ruling party led by Mafidi himself. But the other side now, side runner general, rine rakaomerwa kuti ngatiti general ndo vakutungamirira nyika. How is he going to deal with parliament, the same parliament which has been captured, the same parliament yakatambira mari dzechoko muhomwe, mari dzecorruption? How are you going to deal with it? That is the biggest challenge and the biggest problem, because if you arrest just a few on account yekuti vakapiwa mari yekuba, you know, you have to arrest everyone. So you cannot arrest others and leave others. So both the opposition and otherwise, they are compromised. Then, you know, for them to say, Tawina, and then they have to liquidate parliament or remove parliament and call for elections again. They won't risk that, because before you go anywhere, must have atotanga kushiba, but they will be hoping kuti they will keep the law as it is. Kuitira kuti kana if that route comes, they will then be able to manipulate and have one of their own becoming president. So it's a very complicated case, it's a very complicated matter. Izvozvo pakagarwa pasi, so pari kudiscusswa kuti mado's nemadon'ts ndeapi, ndezvipi zvatingabata ndezvipi zvatingasiya. Can we go with this parliament tongoriska kuti vanenge vazotiza tozoita by elections? So the only option iripo is the option yekushandisa SADC report ra2023. This is the wisest option iripo, but it only works if Vachamisa becomes the transitional leader. Ndo painoshanda chaizvo chaizvo zviri more effective. So zvazvinenge zvichireva ndezvokuti if he becomes a transitional leader, he dissolves parliament. After dissolving parliament iripo, vachishandisa report yakare. So an application can be made to court to nullify the 2023 elections, and you'll be a transitional leader, and then fresh elections are called. But taenda election, what then happens is a win. That will be the issue. But remember, kuti in that period of transition, a lot would have happened. So it's a very complicated matter in Zimbabwe. I'm just giving you insight of the possibilities that in Zimbabwe. Or you will see a transitional government being formed. No, 2023 elections didn't happen, and we cannot hold other elections. Tisina kugadzirisa bumbiro remutemo kuti realign nema-statutory laws, kuti realign ne-electoral law. Saka, let us form a government which is only going to serve for the purposes of the transition, and then that government comes in. They prepare for the elections. Anozoya 2028 here kana kuti chinyi atizozive, but that is the biggest possibility atiri kuona. So that will be something more of an inclusive government. Saka right now, failure to stop Wana Mafidi, they will form their own inclusive government, Nana Chabangu, and Kuchamanywa, Nana Takarwa Wondo, and the opposition in Zimbabwe will be silenced for good. That is the reason why we are saying it's too dangerous to allow such a thing to happen. The only way out is to make sure that one way or the other, Zigananda, they fall. So this is what we have Team Zimbabwe. Passion Java confirms what we have been talking about in the afternoon. Patati is 18 to 25 May at the critical days. Passion Java came and said, pakundopera kwa May, tichaona kuti mukuru ndiani, mukoma watinayo, nemuningina wavo, ndo pachaonekwa kuti mukuru ndiani. So I think that result is going to be tested by all means possible, either kudzingana kana kuti zvibhakera chaizvo. And it's a defining moment for Zimbabwe. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. This is what we have for you. And we will continue to look at what's happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. And we will continue to give you the much needed updates without fear or favor.